I always knew my sons had great potential, but today I saw something that truly amazed me. Sirius is harnessing electricity. At least, that is what I assume, for the viewer caught a brief glimpse of something I have never before seen in his age. It had to be a man-made construction. A burst of interference destabilized the image before I could study the device properly, but its existence offers proof that at least one of my sons is making the most of his confinement, rather than wallowing in despair. The interference effect is curious. It has disrupted my viewing of ages on more than one occasion. Although I first assumed it to be a problem with the geodes, I now believe it to be subsonic in origin. I think the roof antenna is picking up wave fluctuations emitted by one or more ages. If this is true, I might be able to use the fluctuations to hear what is occurring in an age. I shall have to think on this carefully. It has been an exciting 2 weeks. Catherine, Yeesha, and I have just returned from Realisha, where I spent most of my time in conversations with various guildmasters. I am now convinced that the shape and color of the crystals gives them individual resonance signatures. By combining the resonances of 5 crystals together, I can discover a global pattern of emissions. A sound signature, as it were. This is unique to the age being viewed. Guildmaster Andritus assisted me in drawing up plans for a filtration panel that will enable the antenna to hone in on whatever wave fluctuations I want. I truly will be able to listen in on an age. Tomorrow I begin building the panel. I have decided to use Rhyme as its preset configuration, since that is the age which first enabled me to construct a crystal viewer. The panel is finished. I'm too tired to test it tonight. Catherine tried to hide it, but the sounds we heard coming from Akinar's prison age nearly brought her to tears. Once again, I had to reassure her of his safety. My words eventually convinced her, but I know she longs for more substantive proof. I fear she may take matters into her own hands soon. I must confess, I keep reading it as so on. I must confess I too long for more information than the viewer is currently providing. Tomorrow I shall link to Rhyme. I have an idea for an attachment. Something akin to a moving eye that will allow me to change points of view while using the crystal viewer. If it works, I may finally be able to see if my sons have reformed. The end. That's all we get. He's working on the moving eye. So we have the combination for Rhyme. A little surprised just because that's not any of the... that's neither of the prison planets. So we have to go there first, it seems, or view there first. The crystals were over here. Do I get to grab you guys, or...? I don't think I can pick them up still. That's something specific to Myst, is that the Myst games are seemingly adventure games. In fact, that seems to be the most applicable thing. There's some kind of, some people call them first-person adventure games. Oh, look at that looks dangerous. But they lack the adventure game trope of, like, picking up a bunch of inventory items and walking around with them and stuff like that. I feel like you generally can't pick up stuff a lot of the time. It's all about levers and buttons and maps and codes. Let's take another look around outside here. I haven't been here for a while. I didn't really look around very much to begin with. So I'm a bit curious. So as I thought, this is one of the symbols we saw back there, and it was glowing specifically because it's powered on, and that's what that symbol, that's what it means when it's glowing like that. So they were setting us up for that idea. There really is nothing out here though, I think. Might as well see the nighttime view. Heavy on blues and oranges now. The Michael Bay color scheme. Let's give you a go then. Okay, so maybe I can just use this dial and I don't need to manually find crystals since you usually don't get to hold stuff anyway. Alright, I'm gonna write it down for my own sake. Red, cyan, yellow, light, green, dark, blue. This is rhyme. There we go. Writing it down on paper so I don't have to manually open this if I... Or like repeat it to myself until I memorize it or something. So you open. Can I turn you to red? Oh shit. Okay. More complicated than I thought. The drawings matter. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back and forth because it's the most reasonable thing to do. So the red looks like Lisa's hair, and then there's a thick pillar. There's a little peace sign of cyan and a thick pillar of yellow. We'll see. So many options. That has to be it. There we go. Then cyan. It's probably that one. Or is it that one? Damn it. I'm not as certain as I'd like to be, honestly. That looks wrong. It's probably this one. There we go. Next step is yellow. Yellow is like this thick pillar. Come on, those are like identical to each other. I think it's this one. There we go. Then we have a light green that's thinner, I think, than a blue one that's more triangular. Those are really similar symbols. Could it be that one? It's something like it's like vaguely more triangular looking. Like a little lump. I don't know, they don't look right. That's not right though. Maybe it's the first one again? Why is it opening again? I want you to stop. Oh, when I press it, does it swap out? Okay. Then you can make it blank. Maybe it's just this one that just looks wrong. Maybe I'm crazy, but none of them look right to me. Like, I can kind of see the first ones, but then you get to the last one and I'm like, what? It looks like it's shaped entirely differently. At most, it might be the pillar again. But I tried that again. I already tried that, didn't I? I think I tried the idea of making it the first one again, the yellow one. Am I missing something? Is there like another one? Like it gets thicker at the bottom and taller at the top. It almost might be this one, but it's just like... does not seem right. It's clearly not one symbol repeating twice. How do I not have this? Let's go with the first two being the same symbol. That's the best I can go with at this point. Let's see. Give that a shot. There we go.
My friend, are you there? Hope you're getting this. Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rhyme until it's over. But I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a symbol. Press on it to open two compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell Yeesha not to forget her homework.
Seems rather convenient. I guess I must have done the radio correctly, because he's getting me, I guess. Seems rather convenient that apparently he can't hear me. Here we go. I can't go down there. Because then I'd have to report to him what's going on with Yeesha and the danger and stuff. But he can't get me, so... None of that status update's gonna get to him today. Let's get back down there. And... try floor 2 again. Let's go to the bedroom. That appears to be Atrus and Catherine's bedroom. What happened to like half the locations? Oh right, the part where danger happened. That definitely helped. Oh, I've made a mistake. Was the bedroom the first part? Might have been. Yeah, I think it was. So I skipped ahead for no reason. The photos just aren't very good at conveying what they're of. Wait. I just went over there, right? Is the bedroom the part of the house, the part of the building I'm cut off from now? These guys are floating around still. I let them out, but they're just doing whatever. No. I'm thinking I'm gonna get behind it somehow and open it from that side. There, can I open these drawers? No. The fireflies are gathered like right here. Might not matter at all. No, that's where it's cut off. Yeah, that's where the bedroom is, isn't it? Can I get across? Yeah, I'm not really betting on it. Well, this is a problem. Okay. So I'm not crazy. This was the right place to warp to, and it does lead to the bedrooms, but the bedrooms are cut off because the bridge broke. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning then, and let's see what I can access if I try to go to the bottom. There's still a bottom floor, so maybe that'll be a way I can get over. Well, this is going to be something new. Where have we ended up? Oh, it actually rises up. Unexpected. Neat. So there's the rotating platform we saw before. So I can access it from here. What about over there? Was that... Oh! This is what I thought might be a submarine access. So this is the bedroom, isn't it? The third floor is just directly to the bedroom path. Why would that exist? Did they expect that platform to break? Just seems like a really complicated way to go across a room. So go to the desk, open a drawer, click on a symbol. That one? There we go. Hello. So it's the Chronicles of the Two Ages. This will take us back to Myst I, where there was books that explained his journeys in particular ages. Spire, I have called it, for that is the image I kept in my mind as I wrote the book that would link here. A soaring rock and crystal spire rising out of dense clouds like the watchtower of some gem-studded castle. Now that I am here, and am exploring the age in person, I find it to be exactly as I envisioned. Beautiful, yet so very deceptive. From the tower formation upon which I sit, an ocean of clouds spreads out below me. Rough stone steps descend toward them, ending at an empty terrace ahead, created over centuries by the erosive power of wind. These steps are so evenly matched that I almost believed they were man-made. Yet how could they be? For Spire has never had any inhabitants. Steps are not the only example of how the illusion I sought to create in this age holds true. Shortly after I linked here, I walked through massive archways of stone, searching for a view beneath the clouds. As I walked, I felt as if the ghosts of past civilization walked with me. This feeling was only enhanced by the beautiful harmonic sounds heard everywhere I went. I would have liked to determine the source of these sounds, simply for my own edification, but other concerns must take precedence. Having found the floral caverns and assured myself of Spire's ability to support human life, I am at last ready to leave. I even feel more comfortable with my decision to use this age as a prison world if I must. Yet I am sad to leave it, too. There is still so much I can learn about the art simply by spending more time here and comparing the age with my original intentions for it. Unfortunately, once I link away, dropping my Myst book into the clouds as I leave, I know I will never be back. And I truly must go, for I still have another prison age to investigate. Get that spire photo. Oh, that's it. I'll leave you open to that one. It's probably not how that works anyway, but whatever. So they're red and blue. Makes sense, because that's the colors they were. The books that they actually were trapped in to begin with. Bring me the red pages. Never be discouraged by a mistake, Atrus. My grandmother Anna always used to say, strive to learn from it instead, and you will achieve great things. Today, on Haven, I saw my grandmother's words come true. The broken ship merged into the causeway near Haven's coastline is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. A promise of intrigue and adventure so palatable it made my own heart race with excitement to see it. I thought of how much fun the boys I'd met in Stoneship Age, Emmett, Branch, and Will, would have had playing with it, and almost wished I could bring their children here to do so. So it's another age that has a ship embedded in it. A lot of ship going on, huh? Like the Myst had a harbor and a little toy boat, and then there was the Stoneship Age where there was just a ship just plowed into the wall, and then it's happening again. But Haven must remain off limits to all if it is to become the prison world I wrote it to be. Couldn't you just write another prison world if you like this place so much as a... What, I don't know the resources, how this works for them. I know they definitely were... his father was definitely trapped, not being able to make stuff correctly for an eternity, so who knows. My sole foray to the age has proved it to be capable of supporting human life, though of course none exists at this time. Much of Haven's interior is comprised of a dense tropical rainforest which is obviously teeming with beasts. I saw several as I explored, though they usually kept their distance. You're gonna use a place with beasts as a prison world? That might be dangerous, although they're also a food source, I suppose. A few of the fruit eaters did stare at me curiously as I made my way to under their nests. No doubt, having never encountered a human being before, they did not think to fear me. They might even have summoned up the courage to become friends had I stayed there any longer. Alas, I could not, for the weight of urgency was upon me. Having convinced myself the need to protect my Myst library should some overly greedy explorer stumble onto it, I felt it necessary to link home very quickly, taking only a few brief moments to watch the sun set over Haven's freshwater lake. I swam out to the middle and linked away. He so specifically expected, like, such an immediate thief to show up, apparently, because he seems to be in a hurry, which is weird, because he didn't suspect his sons of doing what they were going to do until it was too late. And yet, he seems to be in a hurry, but he must have been doing this at, like, the last minute. By now, the linking book I used will have sunk underwater and been destroyed. Consequently, there remains but one task to finish before I can sleep. I must write 2 additional linking books tonight, one for Haven and one for Spire, my other prison age, then place them on display in the library. I shall also have to warn Sirius and Akinar to stay away from them, and tell Catherine, of course, when all is finished. So these documents were written, and this visitation happened, like, on the exact day that Sirius and Akinar betrayed him, basically. Because he had just enough time to write the prison books but not enough time to warn Cirrus and Akinar about them, or Catherine. And then that span of time was when he got betrayed and imprisoned, apparently. I'm also curious about these postmarked letters, just because I'm wondering who's postmarking them to begin with. These are both on now. So this should have lasers inside it now, right? Is that an amulet? Hi, by the way. A grid of dots, probably important. There we have it. The amulet that shows us things. So somebody else was here that's not me or the girl, and she came in here to hide and closed with this button. Oh, hi. I might be doing this wrong. I thought I thought maybe you just press all the ones that are lit up, but that might be the ones that have to be red. Didn't really think about this until too late, probably. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just make them all red. Okay, you know, I can't help but notice that the moment Ubisoft took over the franchise, suddenly all these puzzles that I make fun of are suddenly in Myst. I'm always like, don't do lights out, don't do the bucket puzzle, don't do these puzzles, and then freaking Ubisoft's like, you said do those puzzles, right? I'm inserting myself into this narrative even though obviously I was not at all there. Trying to make all the red ones light up. Slightly hard. Admittedly, if you're going to do a variation of lights out, this is a kind of complicated version of lights out. Can't help but feel like we're witnessing the birth of this trend, though, of like copy-pasting these kinds of puzzles into every single game. Okay, here's the part where we're like agonizingly close. I'm gonna get good feelings from this part. How do I? Oh, it's so close. And it's not gonna work. Yes, please. Is that right? Okay, what am I looking? Oh wow, that was a huge gap of fidelity. Okay. Ooh. Where did you end up? That was just a miserable puzzle, but hey, now it's in my past. Oh. Can I go back in there? The floor just left? Nope. Thought you might learn something that way, but I guess not. Kinda just seems busted.
Patience, my love. We've almost finished the linking chamber. There's just the security seal to install. But we will see our sons again soon, I promise you.
Oh. Oh. Is this the chamber? So is that how you separate the prison side and the entrance side? You probably lock yourself in here, don't you? And then here's the 2 books for the 2 chapters. Okay. I didn't realize how much was going to be in here, though. This was huge. I had to go back and check where that walkway led to. Will that take me back upstairs? Neat. Okay. Saves me a little time. I thought this was going to be the important location, so I kind of walked away from it on purpose. Yeah, we can go down there and everything. That looks important. Oh. Hey. Translation. That's... I almost want to, like, track down a printer. Unfortunately, I don't own a printer. But I kind of want to track down a printer and print out this and the other thing so I can compare them at the same time. I guess I can just screenshot both of them and then compare the screenshots with each other. To try to translate what different things say. Is that a letter or is that somebody just trying to write? I can't zoom in on it. Don't know if it's a letter or just somebody trying to learn how to write in the language. They write in 2 different languages.